Hello, and welcome back to the Rundown Podcast. I'm your host, Nicholas Tibbs. We got my co-host, Brian Tibbs.
Hello.
And today we're joined by our guest, Matthew Mateus Morgan.
Hey guys,
welcome.
how's it going? Good.
So, what do you got to say? Introduce yourself to the people.
Hey, my name is Matt Morgan, and I'm a freshman on the team. And yeah, I mean, what else do you need to know? I'm Matt Morgan.
That you are. So what do you gotta say? What are your? I know you've been wanting to come on.
Oh yeah.
Come on the pod for a while. You told me you got some things to say. I'm very curious.
I do have some things to say. I don't know. I mean, we're just gonna have to get into that eventually on this podcast.
I mean, hey, trust me. I don't know if y'all have seen him, but this is one of the world's greatest shotgunners. I'm telling you. Never in your life have you ever seen a freshman step outside and point blank that sucker in 2 seconds.
I mean,
this guy's a monster.
I do it out of necessity. I don't do it for fun.
Oh, but you know what you're doing.
Oh yeah. I mean, I've only done a few, but I'm the fastest shotgunner in the West.
It's insane. His times are actually insane. We're gonna have to time him.
I need to train on my shotgunning.
Yeah,
I'm terrible right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, runs in the.
I'll find a way to get better. I just gotta do the thing where you just open the.
No, it's not even the shot. You just suck it in like you're drinking water.
Yeah. I mean, how do you drink water then? What do you mean by that?
Have you ever had water like in one of the plastic water bottles and squish it in?
No.
You know what I'm talking about?
What do you mean by that?
You can do a whole half liter of water in a few seconds if you just squish the bottom, hold it to your mouth and then squish the bottom.
Why are you squishing your water bottles?
Just try it.
Load all over me.
Yes, one of those.
Like you take a plastic water bottle.
Yeah. And if there's another one of these, I'll show you.
Why don't you show me that one?
Well, because I don't want to drink this one.
Is that not yours?
No, I don't know whose this is.
Oh well, then don't.
Yeah.
About it. But still.
Anyways, it's super. It's not even that bad.
But you do that with a shotgun.
Yeah.
How does that work?
Because you suck in.
I thought the point is you're supposed to let it all in your mouth, and the throat does all the work.
No, I think it's your mouth.
Really?
And I think that's how people go faster, and that's how I think I go faster because it's not your throat; it's your mouth that.
The thing is, making your mouth do all the work.
Are you just sort of trying to?
It's and then you're done.
I just don't understand.
It's like a straw. So you use the can as a straw.
But it's not that simple because this is 12 ounces of beer.
It's not that, but really it's not that much if you think about it.
You don't
think 12 ounces.
I kind of want to try now.
Yeah, I mean,
test it out, but
maybe not. Unless you really want to. But it's much easier than I think you think it is.
Really?
Because you just have to.
As somebody who's been shotgunning the whole time, you want for the last 2 years. You want to tell me?
I feel like you just have
the answer to drinking faster is it's easier than
No. If you just forget what you're drinking, then I feel like it goes down way easier.
I guess. I don't know.
I'm
gonna have to try it out as you're telling me this. Which doesn't make much sense, but I don't know. We'll see.
But anyways, as the winner of the hot dog mile,
yep. Applause.
And all
this is our Glizzy Mile champion.
Yes, I'm here.
You didn't win the Glizzy 4x4.
No, I didn't because I had a really bad teammate at the beginning, which happens to be one of the co-hosts here.
That's.
I wonder which one it could be.
I wonder which one.
I don't know why he's saying it like that. It was you.
Oh, wait, were you on the same team?
No, we weren't.
It's you! I knew that was you!
Actually, no, you were not on my team.
That's what I thought.
See, everyone's memory is hazy. We don't know what happened with it.
Wow. Incredible.
Because I'd eaten 4 hot dogs for lunch that day. So that day I had 9 hot dogs that day.
Good God.
I know. Who knew you needed 9 hot dogs?
The Glizzinator over here.
I know, that's what I'm saying. But anyways, I mean, I'm just happy to be here. I'm just happy to be on the Rundown Podcast.
And we're glad to have you. A long-standing tradition. It's been phasing in and out through the years, but we're bringing it back. I think this year's been a very successful test run so far to prove that as a concept this can still last and people are genuinely still interested in it.
Yeah.
So I'm glad to see it brought back. I know we've been in talks about like once I'm gone, what that's gonna look like.
I know. I think it'll still go on because we have some folks that are still interested in like keeping it going. So
what we've actually been talking about is like we know Ryan's gonna have to take over the mainframe, but we're talking about maybe getting you on as a co-host.
As a co-host, that would be pretty wicked.
You're pretty good with your banter, man.
I think that would be pretty awesome.
So we'll have to see from there.
We'll have to see how I do today.
I don't think there's a lot of like competition for it though.
No, but there is still some.
I mean, very minor competition.
I know, but
emphasis on never mind.
Well, what? Who would be running against me?
I don't know.
No, really
Gaffney.
I don't think.
I doubt it.
I don't think
she was even on.
Like.
How about Jake?
Dude. He would just be like, so you know when this happened,
Remember that one time?
Remember that? Yeah. Yeah, and I don't know.
Can I get Casey Hughes back on the podcast?
We love Jim Field.
Oh man, I mean, we do love Jim Field.
I will do everything in my power to get a Casey episode too.
A Casey episode before.
I think we could swing one if me and Ryan are the co-hosts.
Oh, absolutely.
I think so because
he'd be gone next year.
I know. We invite him back.
We gotta get him back to Harrisburg.
Yes.
I don't know. No, or Casey. I don't know what the odds of Casey coming back to Harrisonburg just for the run. Like,
I think we could swing. I think we would just have to do it on location wherever we were.
Yeah, we can make that work.
Yeah, we just have to step outside.
The only issue is that comes down to Casey showing up to something, and we all know how well that goes.
Yeah, he does. He shows up sometimes.
Yeah, and like sometimes is in not a lot. So let's see.
True. Yeah.
I mean, that's our boy Casey. So
I mean, we love him.
Exactly. It's true.
Yeah.
All right. So in terms of like most recent events, what are your thoughts coming out of this election? Our new social media chair.
Yeah. I'm the social media chair now, or the marketing director.
I think that's the official name.
The marketing director. I think I'm going to be doing an alright job. Because even a pretty good job actually. Because I ran my high school, my high school account for cross country, and I made cool edits and like did interviews and all that stuff, which I feel like we need to sort of like I don't know, kind of like a person of the week, but actually like highlight them as a person. Yeah, so we need someone. We need some more effort put into there, as well as like to make this team more exciting than like it's being shown, because it is. It's much more engaging. It's much more. Like I don't know, it's a full thing instead of just okay, we go run at practice and we have some meets sometimes.
I think so. I definitely think that you have the ability to show the full scale of what we have to offer and like present that in a flattering light. Like I've seen even on your own Instagram posts, the edits you'd be doing are pretty crazy.
I know, they're fun. Like I have some fun with edits because I have like my spam account where I post all of them, and really it's sort of turned into an account just for my friends. Really, I mean. It's just like it's just kind of what we do. It's like our life, and so we have fun and we make fun edits. We add good music to it, and honestly, like a lot of people are interested. Like I've been told many times before, just like, man, you seem like you guys have so much fun, and I'm like, yeah, we do, but like it's nothing out of the ordinary. It's just making fun edits about it.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And I feel like that's what I can bring to the table with that, as well as just kind of like. There's so much potential and there's so much fun that we can incorporate with marketing as well as like our social media pages, that why not just have as much fun as we can with it? Exactly. And we can highlight many different spectrums besides just the few people that are on the account right now.
Exactly. Like, and like you said, you could take a mundane event and just kind of elevate it. That's the power of editing and social media and all that.
I mean, you can hype shit up that like is really not even that interesting, but it looks super fun.
Exactly. And I think you will definitely be a great choice for that.
I know. And so that's why I'm super happy that that I got elected. And I'm hoping to bring the energy up than where it is now. So
where did y'all go after elections? Because I know there was a group that went.
You guys just went to D.
There was a group that went to.
Yeah, we went to D Hall, but it was an interesting group because I sat next to some people I'd never even seen before.
Really?
Because like I guess a lot of folks showed up to elections that usually don't either go to E Hall afterwards, like after practice. And so I was like, okay, this is a like I've never met you guys before, but I'm sure I'm going to talk to you. And do I remember their names? No, I probably should, but they don't really show up to practice, so it was like and they don't show up to social things. Though. Yeah, I know what they look like, and I know what we talked about. So like if I could be like, yo, how's your cat doing or whatever, because I remember I talked to one of them about their cat.
Exactly.
So yeah, no, I think it's fine. But I'm just thankful that I just ran and that I got elected. So it's cool.
It's all a big group there, because I know me and Ryan took a little detour after that.
Oh yeah, no, we went to the bar.
Yeah, we freaking Ergies, bro.
To Ergies.
I think that we had a really long table. Probably there was 17, 18 people there.
Oh,
so
wow.
It's a big group, much larger than your stereotypical like after practice meal.
That was
there's like 10 or like 8 to 10 of us. So
lined up like the last supper.
No, I know. It's literally like that. I'm not even joking.
It's a shame, because we used to have like big old tables like that like 2-3 years ago, like even a year ago. Like I think that's something that can definitely come back with the new leadership next year once that morale kind of gets connected and raised up. So.
And I've noticed as a new member that a lot of the times it feels like we have a very divided team, which is the truth. But since there's going to be new leadership and a lot of people are graduating, a lot of the old wave is going to now get changed into this new sort of vision for the team. And I honestly think that this is going to become a much more inclusive but also fun and almost maybe even more competitive team a little bit.
Yeah.
Because we're all friends and we don't like it's not an us versus them, it's an us.
Yeah.
It's a we, And so I think with working with like some of the other exec members as well as like working with just it doesn't even matter, just anyone who wants to help out like with organizing things or like doing whatever, like it'll become sort of the best sort of case scenario, and we're gonna make some great memories and have a lot of fun. So it's gonna be great.
Yeah, I know the stigma of just sort of being like cliquey has kind of been a thing for the past several years. It's changed forms, but it's always stayed the same. But there's always some hope that we are going to improve, and I do in the direction that things are currently going. I do think that we can get there, especially since as looking at the next exec board, everybody kind of seems to be on the same page, so that'll help out a lot with that sort of cohesion.
Yeah.
So, and I think you're a big part of that too. I think that you're one of those guys that everybody can look at. They know who you are. They know your name.
Yeah.
You show out to stuff. People know who you are. They like you. So having that kind of person in a leadership position is definitely a very, very good thing to have.
Yeah, and I kind of am in like kind of like a more of a minor position, like on the grand scheme of things, but I'm still like part of whatever, and I'm able to influence other like things that we do, and I think it'll be a good idea. Like it's going to be a great like sort of system that we got lined up, and it's going to be a blast. Like I'm just looking forward to all the fun things we're going to do, and I don't know. It's already been great so far, but I see a lot of improvement that can be done. So it's gonna be great.
How are you feeling about the transition from freshman to sophomore going into this next year as we run at the end of this year?
As a team member, it's gonna be the same. But as a student, I'm a little nervous because I'm in chemistry 131 this semester, and I was already in it last semester, but I didn't pass. But I need it for my geology. So I really just need to do well on this so I can move to 132, and I'll never have to take chemistry ever again. Thank God. So I'm a little worried about that, and I was kind of worried about that actually earlier this week because I came here and I was like, ooh, I'm not happy. I don't really want to be back here. And it's not because of like the team or anything like that. It's just because like this means it's crunch time, it's work time. I have to like lock the crap in and just like understand what the heck I'm doing. And and so Sunday was kind of rough for me, and so I talked to my girlfriend on the phone on Monday, and yeah, it really sort of boosted my mood a little bit because she was just like, yeah, you got this, dude. Like, it's gonna be great. Sure, you can lock him back in, but you got a nice break. And I was like, yeah, that's true. And yeah, it was just overall really good. So I'm feeling more locked in. I'm feeling better, and honestly, I see some great things for sophomore year.
Glad to hear it. I know, especially with like those science majors, especially ones involving chemistry, that's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work.
A lot of studying, a lot of time you have to dedicate specifically to those. Even not even just the major, but even just those specific classes.
Yeah, because that's not even for my major. I mean, it is for my major, but like, I'm doing really well on all my geology courses, and I think it's the most interesting thing ever. Like, I know it sounds kind of lame, but like, I enjoy looking at rocks. I like being able to like, I see something outside, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's a blah 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 blah. Like, I like doing that because I also do that with like cars. Like, I'll see like any car ever, and I can tell you probably like a paragraph or 2 paragraphs on the specs of the car, what my opinions are about it. So like I really like sort of the classification and sort of like other stuff like that. But yeah, I don't know. Rocks are cool. I like learning about groundwater. That's really sick to me because like it's so important, and I feel like a lot of people overlook it. So yeah, it's pretty interesting.
Yeah. So I mean, how long have you known you were gonna do this? Like going into this, or like?
No. So So my first semester here, I was studying bio because I thought I was going to do like zoology, which is a rare sort of sector in the average bio student because a lot of people go to pre med, which I am not doing. Heck no, I'm not trying to work in medicine. I'm not trying to do that. It's just not my thing. And I was like, okay, I'd be able to work with cool animals, whatever. But the majority of all like basically biology is microbiology because it's trying to set people up for like medical stuff. And I'm not doing that. So I was like, I kind of don't fit in here. And so I switched halfway through the like I basically knew like about a month in that this was not going to be for me. And then I switched to geology and it's been great. So I don't know. It's I didn't know I was always going to do geology, but now that I'm in it, like I really see a future in it, and I'm very excited for it. So it's gonna be great.
I'm glad that's the case. I know a lot of people kind of tend to get stuck in one major for like a year, 2 years, even 3 years, and then they decide to change, and that just comes up.
That just screws up everything because like then like you probably have to add another year or like whatever. Yeah. Which I mean, not only is that expensive, it's just like it's a lot of time, you know. And I'm trying to get in and get out really. And sure, I had a setback with chemistry last semester, but I'm not behind really. In my studies. So yeah, and so I'm taking like 17 credits this semester, and I took 17 last semester. So like I'm taking a lot of credits, but also I didn't have any like credits that came in from high school. So that kind of blows. But
it's a big workload, but based on what you're saying, it sounds like you're handling it pretty.
Oh yeah, I feel I pretty much handle it as best I can, but it's just sometimes stressful when I'm just like, okay, I got a chemistry test today. I have 2 geology tests later. Like, it's just a lot of stuff going on, especially in the STEM. Even though I'm in a more lighter STEM, like program, which it's not, but to your average person, it's less math based, which it is. So
yeah, I mean that's something that's just gonna stick with you for the rest of college, probably. Just the course load, like the coursework and the workload, all that's just gonna kind of steady, if not pile up more. But as long as that's why it's important to find something that you really enjoy and have a genuine interest in pursuing. That way, it makes that work.
It makes the grind worth it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so I'm trying to find that in geology, and I've already I feel like I found that in geology, which is really sick, and I'm happy I was able to find that. But like I don't know, I switched to geology because that was the same. Like I could still do environmental science as my minor through that. So I wouldn't have even. I don't think I would have even chosen geology to begin with if I didn't like have that going on. So yeah.
Good to know. Good to know. All right, changing topics a little bit. So a lot of people that you especially know have known around the Matt's food reviews. What are your thoughts on that?
Matt's food reviews. So Matt's food reviews is my YouTube channel that I've been posting on since like I think probably early sophomore year of high school. And I used to review our school's like lunchroom food first, and then I started doing some like fast food places. I think my first one was actually Wendy's, and we make like really funny titles. Like the Wendy's one is Eating Wendy's at 4 a.m. in the hood gone sexual. I mean, who would not want to click on that video? And so it's just a video of me and my friend sitting in a car eating like not even real burgers. Like he had a burger, but I had like a chicken cheese burger. It was a weird Wendy's.
Burger.
No, I know it's a chicken burger. And
was this like a planned out? Like, was this just a random spur of the moment thing?
Yeah, we're like,
you just went to Wendy's at 4 a.m.
No, it wasn't even 4 a.m. It was like 3 in the afternoon.
Oh, Matt,
so I know. Sorry, clickbait.
Matt Morgan food reviews.
I know all scams and fraud.
You can't trust him anymore.
No, you can't. Could you ever have trusted him? I don't know. And so we did that first video. And so it actually picked up. People found it at my school, and they started like sharing it with other people. And I was like, you know what? This is kind of fun, and I like being on camera. I like talking about things, and that was literally what the channel was for a long time until I sort of transferred over to. Let's see, I've done a few frisbee golf reviews like of the discs, and I've done a few car reviews, just my buddies' cars and my cars. And I've done a movie too called El Marco, which is a horror movie, and it's set in a fictional town in like California, and it's about this creature who like just starts attacking the townspeople. It was fun to make. We made it at night on New Year's Day of 2022, and it was a blast.
Well, you made the movie or the review?
No, the movie. We made that movie.
You made the movie.
Yeah, we made the movie.
I
thought it was a review.
No. We made the movie. We made a movie.
Oh my god! How long is it? Like, is that a feature-length film?
No. It's like 16 minutes or something. But it's 16 jam-packed
minutes.
Like glorious minutes. You know how it is.
So I gotta put that on the wheel next time.
Yeah,
I think you may just have to.
We're gonna watch that, bro.
Yeah, if you look up El Marco, rated 5 stars by the New York Times.
Is that in the title?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
Oh my god!
You put that shit in the title.
Yeah, we
gotta watch that.
El Marco rated 5 stars
by New York Times.
New York Times.
It'll probably come up.
Does it?
Hold up, let me go to YouTube.
Wait, you weren't on YouTube?
I just Googled it.
Oh, no.
El Marco, M-A-R-C? Or
C.
El Marco rated 5 stars by the New York Times.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I typed in New York.
What?
Oh, man.
How do you accidentally
I found it. Official El Marco 2023 rated 5 stars by New York.
You gotta get the official one. Make sure you don't get no bootleg knockoff.
247
It's 8 minutes and 21 seconds.
Okay, well, it's 8 minutes.
Dude, I will be seated for that. We gotta watch that.
We will be watching this.
I think you guys should because it is so awesome.
Cool. They got, look, the actual New York Times 5-star nursing homes.
I know.
Wait,
that
what?
looks freaky. She looks like she's dying. You see this?
Ooh, bad.
It does not look like she's doing well.
She does not look like she's thriving.
There's just a child there as well.
That's kind of freaky.
God.
Yeah, but so Matt Morgan Food Reviews, we just sort of, one day I was just like, yeah, I bet I could make a fun YouTube channel. I don't really care if it gets views, but my most viewed is a video of me reviewing a Mercedes E350 AMG.
My favorite food.
I know, my favorite food. No, but it's a good... I love that car. It's a great car. It's my buddy's dad's car who gave it to his kid. Anyways, it's pretty fun. But yeah, it's pretty fast too. But I've been asked like, oh, there's one for around $12,000. Should I get it? Like from these random people. I've probably gotten 4 or 5 like whatever from these random people, and I'm like, wow, these people actually value my opinion when I knew literally nothing about the car like 10 minutes before I filmed the video. So it's kind of funny, but yeah, it's a good watch. I suggest.
We're definitely gonna have to do a Matt Food Reviews marathon.
I think you do. I think if you watch all of them, I think I have around like 3 hours of content.
Ooh, that's juicy.
So it's like
juicy.
3 hours.
Yeah, probably 3 hours. We did a Kroger eating video where we just got a bunch of snacks from Kroger.
You get Lunchly, bro?
No, we didn't do Lunchly. We didn't do Lunchly. See, I wish. I mean, that's a reference to another Rundown podcast.
The Rundown podcast that never was.
Oh, it never existed?
I might up. Well, here's the thing. We recorded
they're fucking idiots, and they blasted thick of it on a speaker next to the phone.
So when we recorded, we were gonna do a Lunchly food review, like Lunchly versus Lunchables. It was me and Gavin, and we recorded it. But the problem is, we had a speaker that was playing thick of it. But we put it right next to the phone, so when you try to listen back to it, that's all you can hear. Oh, yeah. I might just upload it anyway.
I think
that would be hilarious.
But it may get striked for copyright.
Bro, we're not making money off this channel anyway.
Oh, true.
Who cares?
I made 3 cents off my YouTube channel.
Nice.
Woo! I'm rolling it. Except I can't even check it out because it's not connected to a bank account. So it's just like
loading.
There's just 3 cents.
There's 3 cents on
there. We gotta just sit. You just gotta stream it. Like
I know. Eventually,
steady source of income.
I know. What if you had so you know how they have those crypto farms?
Yeah.
Imagine if you had a Matt Morgan YouTube channel farm.
Ooh. See, that's free money, bro. It's free money.
Free money glitch. I think that would be pretty funny.
Yeah, it's an investment. Just keep it there for a while.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
We're definitely going to follow up, and because the thing with the Lunchly versus Lunchables is it's 1-to-1. We still got to do the finale, the turkey breast sandwich. That's going to be a big one.
That sounds intense. I don't know.
Will we have thick of it blasting the whole time?
Well, Matt Morgan food.
It's been months since you did that.
Ooh, I think we could. I think we use a Matt Morgan
a crossover channel,
professional analysis, a collab.
Yeah.
Now, speaking, knowing your food knowledge, how would you rank JMU's dining? Like, what are your thoughts, your rankings?
Oh man, that's a good one.
We're very highly rated throughout the country, but I know it's definitely a controversial topic, especially as we have been consistently changing our menus, even between the last.
Which is true. Yeah. I think JMU's dining is they have some really highs, but they have some solid, very low lows. Mm. For instance, usually I eat at E-Hall most of the time because I wake up in the morning and I go to E-Hall before my classes because I live really close to it, and then I go to D-Hall for lunch, which I don't really eat very much, and then we usually have practice, so I go to E-Hall after. And anyways, and so I've tried all the weird stuff at pretty much both dining halls, and I'd say my least favorite thing I've had, which is actually revolting. I had a bite and I was just like, I don't know how anyone thought this was a good idea. This sucks so bad. It's the buffalo chicken pizza.
Oh yeah, no, that was disgusting.
Dude, I think that is the worst pizza ever.
I don't think I've ever had that.
All right, well, you got
so next time. I've had buffalo chicken pizza. Sometimes I'll just order it from Pizza Hut and stuff. And
I've had chicken on pizza, but I don't know.
It's the most basic thing.
It's super easy, but I don't know how the hell they screwed it up
so much.
I mean, what's so bad about it? Is it the chicken?
I think
the chicken is terrible.
I think the chicken.
You get a very strange cheese.
It's a weird cheese. I think it's
The chicken is also noticeably but it's not.
It's not
chicken you should be putting.
No. It kind of tastes like a.
It's like cubed chicken, and it tastes.
Yeah, it's kind of like cat food. It's kind of like cat food chicken mixed with cheese dip. It's not even real cheese. It's cheese dip on it, and then there isn't any tomato sauce. It's just it's cheese, some barbecue sauce, like spicy barbecue, and then cubed basically cat chicken.
Is it a different cheese than they use for the regular?
Yes, 100% it is.
Oh,
it tastes actually awful. And I've had all the specialty pizzas, and that's by far the worst. The second worst is the peach. Honestly, the peach pizza. It's not very good.
It's like the weird pizza. Sort of dessert ones.
That's one of the dessert pizzas.
The blueberry one's good.
The blueberry one is good. I remember. See, everyone was crapping on it at first, and I was like, dude, just give it a shot. And then I remember I was eating dinner with Colin, and he was like, dude, this thing is so good. And then he went back and got 3 more pizzas. Yeah.
I think that actually sounds familiar. Because I think somebody tried to make me eat one, and I'm like, no, dude.
Yeah, it was good. It was actually pretty good.
Speaking of Matt getting people to have weird foods in the dining hall, talk about your pilk.
Oh my goodness. Oh my god. So, my pilk. So if you don't know, pilk's It's like usually made with whole milk and then some sort of soda. The OG Pilk is Pepsi milk, so it'd be half Pepsi, half milk. In a
whole
cup
milk?
usually. Yeah, whole milk's just more creamy.
I guess it helps. Like,
it does help. It helps to counteract the sugars, I think, in my opinion. And so basically, I've tried I've tried Pepsi milk, I've tried root beer milk, which tastes like a root beer float, which is really good. And Pilk itself is good. It's pretty good. But the worst Pilk I think I've ever had was ginger ale Pilk. Pilk, that was not good. And then
what about Falkland milk?
Falkland milk? Oh my god,
what is that?
That's Fanta
chocolate milk. And that is some of probably the worst Pilk I've ever made. And I pretended it was good so other people would try it.
Why? Because it make them suffer.
No, because I was like, I cannot be the only one suffering here.
You do need to try a Gonster at some point.
No, honestly,
they
I
are surprisingly
really want to try
good.
it. But at the same time, I don't know, dude. I'm a little hesitant on the on trying a Gonster. To be honest, it kind of looks gross.
I want to do a real Gonster. I want to find the Monster
Nitro or whatever.
The Nitro, yeah. I gotta find it.
I just don't understand. I've had Pilk. I've tried your Pilk, and it's honestly solid.
It's fun.
It's one of those things where it's I would never willingly order this or willingly try to get this.
Yeah, but when it's there, you'll have it.
No, I would honestly rather just have soda or milk. Not Pepsi, because Pepsi is trash.
Well, actually, who the heck drinks milk? No one.
I low-key be drinking milk
just uses
sometimes.
normal
I'll
milk
say,
for cereal.
I might be a fiend, but sometimes
You just have a cup of milk?
Sometimes I do be having cups of milk.
Oh my god, Tips. I don't know.
Usually it's chocolate. Usually chocolate milk, which is more reasonable, but I am kind of one of those monsters that every once in a while I do be fancying just a cup of 2%.
Dude, do you remember when one of those early Olive Garden trips with Sebastian and John and everyone where John orders chicken Alfredo and then a cup of milk? And I'm that's a disgusting combination.
That's a lot of dairy.
That's a lot of carbs. I know or not even carbs, calories, but I don't know. I know drinking raw milk is taboo, but
raw milk.
I don't know. Sometimes
just milk.
Yes.
No, raw milk is different. Raw milk's unprocessed, straight from the cow. It's illegal, actually.
How do you think the first guy ever got milk? He's
that. But to be able to sell it, you have to process it. You have to pasteurize it. Yeah, because there's a law where it can spread
it's a health concern.
It is. It's a health concern because let's say that there are some bacteria that are in there, just natural bacteria, but if they sit for too long, instead of a normal milk, where it's burned off all the bacteria, sometimes the bacteria can mutate and it can cause bad intestinal issues. Which is not good. But anyways, yeah, normal milk.
I just want something just a cup.
Can you get mad cow disease from milk?
I don't know.
What does that come from?
I don't know, but it's something we were learning in my health 100
I thought it was eating bad meat from cows. I didn't think
it's
it was
a meat thing.
But I'm guessing maybe the milk is affected.
I would assume so.
Because if you think about it, if you have a sick person, and
is his milk tainted?
Yeah, I'd say their their milk is also tainted. To be honest.
So
I mean, it's also kind of the same. If a sick
so
person.
So if a woman gets breast cancer.
Well, yeah, that's how.
I don't know how that
not necessarily that, but I do know there are some diseases that people get, and if you release blood or piss or something, then it is infected.
Yeah.
So something along those lines.
So that's what I'm thinking. So if your body created it and if your body processed it, potentially it could for instance the mad cow thing, it could go into the milk.
Yeah, I can see that.
I don't know enough about it, to be honest, because
there are definitely some diseases that
I dropped out of bio before I really learned about that. So
dude, there's an interview
a month ago.
I know.
I can't remember. Was it smoking or alcohol consumption while pregnant?
That's fetal alcohol.
No, it's all of it, isn't it?
It's all bad. I'm just saying that's you don't think about it a lot now, or at least I guess I don't. But then when you look at when it was actually a discovered thing, it's way too recent in terms of
when we should have known.
No, obviously
what are you
wouldn't
about?
expect someone in the 1800s to find out
Oh, if you smoke, your baby has defects.
Hold on, let me just Google it. Find out drinking was bad for pregnant women.
But it was like the 70s.
How long ago?
Yeah, 1973. But like, it's just
that's actually
strange
shockingly
to think.
recent. Yeah,
that is pretty recent.
Like that means that there's a chance that like our parents.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
I mean,
yes, it does. 1973. That's 4 years after Dad was born.
Actually, it does.
No, actually,
it literally does. Like that's how
grandparents.
distant we are from it. That's not a lot.
No, really, 1973 was a long time ago. Don't get me wrong.
I mean, for
was,
us,
I remember like it was
in terms of
yesterday.
generations.
But yeah, I mean, yeah, you're right.
I don't know.
I mean, in terms of our like family, we're the first.
No, I know.
Generation.
We're the first
62
totally
years?
established.
Or is that 50?
Wait, 73?
73, is that 62 years?
No, that's 50.
No, it's less than
52.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 52. Yeah.
Okay.
One
As you
last
can see, my
note
math's
about
not
the food. So, big debate. It's always been a debate. I'm sure you heard about it. D-Hall or E-Hall?
E-Hall has like some good specialty stuff, but I feel like D-Hall is more consistent.
No, I don't know. I think I would not agree with that. I'd say for breakfast, go to D-Hall.
Yes.
Breakfast for D-Hall. Lunch, D-Hall. Dinner, E-Hall.
That was my mindset for a long time, but I'm really starting to come around to like E-Hall between the pasta. I think their burgers completely
Their burgers actually. Actually, you're totally right.
Yeah,
dude, the burger. Oh god,
the D-Hall burgers are horrible.
I had a rodeo burger after elections actually,
oh god,
which was like it just basically had bacon on it. And dude, it was awful. I think that was probably the worst burger I think I've ever had.
I don't like the E-Hall burgers aren't like great, but
they're very mid. But at least they're like they're relatively fresher. Than
I don't understand how D-Hall burgers are so much worse.
They barely even make them. Like whenever I go over there,
I don't know how you can make
an hour
a burger that you made hopefully recently dry.
I work there and I don't even know how they do that, bro. I don't understand. Like, especially if you're gonna be waiting in the chicken line anyway, you might as well just get the chicken because that's like one of the best things you can get.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna wait in that line just for a Mickey burger.
You know what my favorite thing at D-Hall though?
What?
It's the grilled chicken sandwich, but with when they have guacamole for the what do you call it?
Masters?
Yeah, dude, it's so good. And then you put the guacamole on the grilled chicken. Dude, it's delicious.
I know their grilled chicken is pretty banging. I never tried the guac.
It's pretty good. The guac is so good, surprisingly.
Really?
Yeah.
I had never had that combo before.
Yeah, it really adds to it.
They also had Billy Jacks today, but I was so pressed because okay, I get that
it was kind of mid.
I get that sticky nugs is like what they're famous for, but I always be loving the Billy Jack burger. When I go, that is my default order.
It's the same as Jack Brown's, right?
I think so. It's like the same owner or something.
I like their burgers.
So I was like, okay, yes, we're finally going to have real burgers at D-Hall. And they didn't have them. It was just the sticky nugs. The fried Oreos are also a Billy Jack's classic that they never had.
When we went to Jack Brent, they have like that board with like the record for however many burgers and fried Oreos you can eat. They do.
Oh god, no.
They have a record for it.
I do food challenges, but I don't do like volume challenges. I do like spicy challenges. I do spicy challenges at like in Richmond, where I'm from, and I've done the Buffalo Wild Wings ones a few times, and I get to write my name on the board. I've done the Wingstop challenge. I've done the one chip because that was just a thing, but it was fun. I made a YouTube video on it if you really want to see it.
Oh, plug in.
And actually, all of those videos I've actually made a YouTube video on. No, but I don't know. I don't like volume. Like if I'm told, okay, eat like 60 chicken nuggets. I don't think I could. Because
100 nuggets.
Don't need 100 nuggets.
I don't think I could. I really don't think I could eat 100 nuggets.
What about when we get 1,000 nuggets later this year?
Yeah,
I'm excited. See, I'm excited for that. I'm excited for the 100 nuggets, but
no, it's 1,000.
Sorry, 1,000.
Yeah, for context, so we're pulling together all of our dining dollars at the end of the year, and we're going to get 1,000 nuggets from
You can mass order chicken nuggets from from the default Chick-fil-A, and I emailed the guy to make sure I could use my dining dollars on it, and I have like 500 stored up, so I will be getting 1,000 nuggets.
Good lord.
Dude, I'm excited.
Can we make Landon bag them?
Well, can we?
I hope so.
Oh, dude.
I will special.
No,
I will mention
you
it.
You know how they do it, though,
them.
right?
What do you mean?
Like when you do the catering from Chick-fil-A.
Oh, we're catering?
That's how they do it. That's how they do it. So like
because there's 1,000.
Because there's 1,000 chicken nuggets.
I thought they were gonna put them in like 10 at a time.
No. They do like it's like these big plastic like
Yeah, I've seen those before.
Yeah, where they probably hold around 100 chicken nuggets. So you probably will get.
Are we doing that for semi, or what are you thinking?
No, I'm thinking we should do that the weekend before. Or you know what we should do? So you know the run to drop event thing?
Run to drop event?
Yeah.
So
we're running around.
That's actually.
I don't know if that's actually happening. I hope it is. I really because I think it'd be kind of fun.
Go on.
But like it's we're doing I think we're gonna count it as a fundraising point. I've talked to Madison about it.
Okay.
And
is that the thing
you
where
run around the top of the
UREC? Yeah.
The UREC track, so 6 laps per mile, and you just see how many you do from opening to close. And during that time, maybe at night afterwards, we have a kickback or something, and we eat 1,000 nuggets.
Okay, yeah, I know you brought up that idea before. That makes sense. Yeah, I'd be down for that. That'd be pretty cool if we get that in motion.
Yeah, no, I think that would be a fun time.
We're gonna have to order I'm probably gonna just because it's 1,000 nuggets.
That's a
have
lot
to
of
mention it. It's supposed to be 24 hours in advance for one order, at least of those. Of the bulk stuff.
So wouldn't you have to do? Well, yeah. I mean, that's
I'm just gonna email.
How many other people are doing it though?
Well, if it's a fundraising point, especially
no. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the nuggets.
I don't. Right now, I think it's.
Well, if you bring them to a kickback, everybody's gonna get some.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Well, how many people are putting money in?
I'll put money in it.
Okay, then it's probably like you, me, and Joseph.
Okay. So, I don't mind sharing. I'm not
definitely be able to hit 1,000. No. It's gonna be. We will all be eating chicken nuggets.
Don't bring Gavin over.
There's gonna be chicken nuggets for 3 days.
Wait, can we get Gavin? Can we bring Gavin?
If it's all 3, how many dining dollars do you have? I'm at 500 right now.
We gotta bring Gavin
which
when
gets
we
a solid
make sure they're regulation size nuggets, bro. I don't want them giving us no faulty nuggets. I want regulation size.
We need to put Gavin in the Chick-fil-A to make sure they're on regulation size.
Yeah. I want 1,000 regulation size nuggets.
Dude, I saw Danny the other day.
Did you?
Yeah, I saw him walking with one of his buddies. And, I don't know, I feel like I haven't seen him in a long time.
He's just kind of, doing his own thing. I think, I don't know, Colin said he's kind of going through something, so that might have part to do with it.
Yeah,
but
probably.
I don't know, we still respect him.
I feel for him.
He's going to be living here next year, so we'll definitely be seeing more of him.
Yeah, or it could just be like a Jack thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but even Jack we still see every time we
Well, yeah, he always makes an appearance.
I feel like Daniel will hang him.
Yeah, probably.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say? So, yeah. So you want to do that? Posts, whatever that thing is called.
If we plan that out, I'll do it.
And who knows? Maybe it's not even a full day. Maybe it's from opening to around 4 p.m.
The only thing is, I would just have to plan around because I think the only thing we have that weekend is ropes course. I think, but we'll. I can even do that on Sunday.
Oh man, I forgot.
I'm pretty flexible with that. I just have to actually sign up.
Could we just do that in the afternoon, or does it have to be on a weekend time?
Ropes course?
Yeah.
I'll look into it. It's a really weird process to try to reserve it, where you have to sign up as a team. Or something. But I'll look into it. It's really weird.
Interesting. No, because I did the early what do you call it? Orientation thing called Moat. And
that sounds familiar.
Yeah, and so I was stuck on a canoe for 2 days. And long story short, I met one of my closest buddies, Zach, who you met before, on that canoe because he was my canoe buddy. And so during that week, we also, or during those few days, we also went to the ropes course. And so,
nice.
It was fun. I mean, I'm not scared of heights, so it wasn't really I don't know. It wasn't that big of getting over a fear or anything like that, but it was still a lot of fun.
Oh yeah. So I remember, especially as we were listening to Ryan's playlist, the RBA
playlist.
playlist.
That playlist is so good.
You know about his playlist?
Yeah, I do.
He's aware of it.
I'm definitely aware of it.
It's surprising. It's not as bad as I thought it would be, but
there's some solid stuff on there.
It hits really good runs of like some really good songs every once in a while. I'm upset that on 2 like 5-hour-long road trips down and back, we didn't get Freebird once. That was upsetting.
Yeah, I mean, you put in like 10 copies of Everybody Was Kung Fu Fighting, dog. So what did you expect?
I did. There's like a solid 10
Wait. Do you know about my playlist with all the Everybody Was Kung Fu Fighting?
You mentioned it to me once. Yeah. I kind of want to add all of them in.
There's I think 16 hours of Everyone Was Kung Fu Fighting.
Jeez. Oh my god.
There's like 300
versions. Fighter cover?
Yeah. There's a.
Is there actually a little Panda Fighter version?
Yeah, there's a Pancata version.
Oh my god.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's deep. It's in the depths of the playlist.
Your Sacred Hero. Was that the main
I need to add
Pancata. Yeah.
Your Sacred Hero. Doesn't he lose at the end?
No. He gets.
Yes, actually, he did lose. Yeah, he lost, but he did. But then, like, his boss put a bunch of money against him or something.
Then he would lose.
Yeah. And so his boss, like, was able to retire and gave him the business.
Yeah.
So,
and so
I don't know what the lesson is there, but...
What is the lesson of that movie?
There is no lesson in the Little Panda Fighter.
It's just Kung Fu Panda if it was, like, realistic
pure martial arts Kung Fu entertainment.
Wait, so what were you saying about the playlist?
Ooh. So as we were going up and down during spring break, there was a lot of beast vaginas in that playlist, bro.
There was a good amount.
You want to tell us about
that? I only put like 10 songs in it.
No, but you know them when they come up.
Oh no, we do.
Yeah. So the beast vaginas. I mean,
everyone got upset when I put it in the Power Hour.
Oh man. Let's see. I mean, what is there to even know? Like, what are you curious about?
I mean, tell the people what's the deal with the beast vaginas?
Dude, how much of this episode is just Matt like plugging his other
my other side projects?
Yeah.
No, but so most of these are inactive, minus my YouTube channel. But so the Beast Vaginas was a improv punk band that I was a part of, and I was the head like bassist and lead singer, whatever, and I made all the lyrics for all the songs, and like we had a few shows, we sold out all of our merch, we made some merch too. Like it was a fun side project to a main band that we were doing because we sort of got burned out with the main project, so we were like, okay, how do we make this more fun again? And so then we were like, okay, let's just not take ourselves seriously at all and like have fun with it and just produce like every week a new album pretty much. And so we'd meet on Sundays and there'd be a new album out on Tuesday every week.
Oh my god.
And so it's on Spotify and all that stuff, but like it was just fun. It was a fun thing and like we make songs called like it's like When Tempest Whipple or like 3 Vaginas is Better Than One. or like Ben 10 Omnitrix, like it's like all random things that are like in my head, and actually it was super like it was a lot more personal than I think like people think it is, because a lot of times, especially during that time, I was going through a lot of like big transitional stuff in my life. So like I kind of in my earlier few years of high school, I kind of like. I wasn't hanging out with a great crowd. Like, I wasn't really, like, I mean, I just wasn't the coolest dude to hang out with. Like because I was kind of a shithead sometimes.
I don't know how.
You know? And so I was like, okay, well, let's have some fun. And so then I joined the hardcore band called Thursdaysm. During that time, and I met some Tool guys. It started with my friend Jackson, David, which David's no longer cool. David's a rapist. He's not cool. I'm not friends. I immediately found that I dropped him, and I was like, no, bro, you're out of the band. You're kicked out. I'm no longer gonna hang out with you. It was so crazy, dude. It was overnight. We stopped being friends with. Thank God we did.
Crazy.
And I found out because he cheated on his girlfriend with 3 other girls all at once.
Good God.
Yeah, I know. Buddy is awful. Anyways, and so we're all part of a band, and there's our frontman Owen who sang. And so anyways, so I used that as like as my initial sort of entryway into more harder music, and then basically we got burned out of that, and then we made the Beast Vaginas. And all during that time, I had sort of lost trust with my family, and I was sort of like kind of not living the best life I could have. Like, I don't know, I would just lie a lot, and it wasn't good. Like, it was really, really bad. And, like, my grades weren't as good as they could have been. Like, it was just not good. And I was hanging out with just really shitty people. And, like, they were all really into drugs, and I was not. Thank God I didn't even, I didn't touch those. But I was sort of enabling them because I would go, like, drive them to pick up stuff. And I was just like, ugh, I don't really like this. And then I joined, then I joined Thursdays, and then and then Beast Vaginas after. And so all during that time, this was, like, basically all senior year, pretty much. This was this was all senior year. I got over that, and I started learning and developing. And you can actually listen from the beginning, first few albums, about this more like pent-up rage that I had just for everything, and I was sort of just pissed off at myself. Yeah. And then towards the end albums, so we made 10 albums, and then so the 10th album, it's sort of like, okay, he's sort of understood that he is on more of a better track now. Like, he feels better. Like, he's continued running all throughout all that time, but like, he notices that was a very, like, impactful, important time of his life. And and so I learned a lot about myself. Like, I learned so much, and it was fun having a bunch of fans like write in and like make us fan art or whatever of like a character. I wasn't me. I was Red Ranger because we dressed up as Power Rangers, right? And so basically about every week we would post something on Instagram, on our Instagram, which is no longer active. Like, that band's sort of no longer active, but we were posting on there, and there would always be like, "Yo, we love Red Ranger. Like, he's great." And I was like, interesting. They love this character, but they don't know me.
I think
and
that's a way
super interesting, like, way, and I'd never experienced that before. There was no other way I was gonna do that, you know, minus like maybe Matt Morgan food reviews, which was like just
that's like some real like celebrity drama, like kind of like some Hannah Montana type.
It's kind of weird. I mean, and so I did get noticed one time, and I was at a Starbucks, and someone was like, "Are you Red Ranger?" And I said, How do you know that? like literally, because I wore ski gulls, a red ski mask, a red zip up. Like, I was just covered in red, and I wore actually these running shorts I'm wearing right now.
Oh,
and I was like, how do you know that? I guess she noticed my voice. Anyways, it was just some Starbucks barista, and it was like so quick. I was like, wow, how did you know that? Anyways, and so yeah, it's fun being like a little micro celebrity for a little bit, and because it really didn't affect my life. It was just kind of like, okay, like, I'm this guy that people like because he makes funny songs. He doesn't take himself seriously, but they don't know Matt Morgan. You know, they know Red Ranger.
Yeah,
which is interesting.
It's literally, like you said, it's your own celebrity experience, which I think is kind of a cool thing to have.
Yeah, and it hasn't followed me really anywhere because the whole time when we were active, we were anonymous. Like, you had no idea if Matt Morgan, Jackson, or Sonny, because that's the Yellow Ranger, Jackson's the Blue Ranger.
Out in the mouth.
I mean, it's already been out. Like, we posted our last.
No, this is a rundown podcast exclusive.
sorry. So that's them. And it was just a blast. It was a good time. We had a lot of fun until it wasn't fun, and we were like, you know what? I think that was a good learning experience. We had a lot of fun, but time to move on. And then we stopped posting. So
you ended on a high note, and like you said, it sounds like you grew throughout the experience. It gave you a way to vent. So it was a good experience. You grew from it, and you left better. And you didn't jump the shark. You didn't run into the ground. You knew when it ran its course.
Yeah, we knew when the joke was over. I mean, exactly. Literally, we were just a gimmick band. So it was just like, it was a fun gimmick while it lasted, but it's no longer fun. So, like, no need to like beat the dead horse.
Fair enough.
So yeah, that's the Beast Vaginas.
Hey, we still be blasting the Beast Vagina songs to this day.
Green Light Go is a good one.
Green Light Go is a classic.
Dude, that's the one I put into the Power Hour. And the second I said it, everyone kind of cried.
Are you sure?
Yes, I said it was Green Light Go.
I don't remember that.
Because it was St. Patty's Day.
We're good. Pretty good.
Yeah, no, but Green Light Go also actually was an improv. That was a written song.
Really? So you did do some written songs?
That was the only written song we did. And so, but we didn't like making it because it took all the fun out of being improv and sort of like flopping around, you know what I mean?
Yeah, just because you kind of wanted to take it a little more seriously.
Exactly, and it made it less fun because we used to put our stuff on SoundCloud first, and then a few days later it would get put on to Spotify. But so we couldn't take that one off SoundCloud because it got copyrighted.
Upload it to YouTube, bro.
Well, you can still find it under Bandcamp.
Oh,
if you go to Bandcamp, you can find
the lost album.
The lost album that no one. But actually, some people at JM you know about it somehow, and I don't know how.
How?
I don't know. I really don't know. I was like, I got approached. I said, "Are you Red Ranger?" And I said, "Yeah."
Like recently?
Yeah, about like late November.
Huh?
Yeah.
So people know like the music genres.
I don't know, but it's weird because we only have like 12 monthly listeners.
Well, I'm assuming they're all from Virginia.
Do you get any random like people found you?
Yeah, I mean, it happened. It happened earlier, like that. I was seen at a Starbucks one time.
Oh wow.
Yeah, by a crazy fan. Anyways,
which is weird because, like you said, you're anonymous and you're covering.
And I'm covering my face.
But so they just knew you.
Yeah, I guess they just knew.
It sounds like some weird like secret thing that.
I mean, it kind of was. I mean, I never told my parents about it when I was a part of it. Which I probably should have told them, but I didn't.
Did your parents know you were in the original band?
Yeah, they did. So they knew I was going to band practice, but they didn't know what I was doing at band practice or like what exactly like our goal was or anything like that.
Yeah.
And so so I kept it a secret, which I shouldn't have. But I feel like that was my thing, you know, and I didn't want any outside sort of influences on what I was doing.
Fair enough.
And so that's been the last thing I kept from my parents ever, I think, because I don't really do anything that crazy.
Yeah, you're a pretty sensible guy.
Yeah. So, anyways, that was the last little bit there.
All right. Well, we got a couple more topics, but the next major topic, I guess, would just be going back to like the base, like racing and running. Like, how has that been for you over the last year?
My attitude towards racing has changed since high school. I think that because I don't know, because we don't really have coaches, as well as there isn't much pressure to perform anymore because I'm doing this for me. I'm not doing this for colleges because I was gonna have to like during high school I thought I was gonna run collegiately. And so I was like, so all the pressure's gone, right?
Yeah.
The only person wanting me to do it is me, and half the time I don't even really want to do it. You know, I got to practice every week, of course, but like sometimes if I don't want to race, I just don't race, and I like the ability to do that as well as like I don't know, it's way more chill now. I don't even get nervous when I race anymore, which I used to like all through high school because like. It was make or break. My future was on these races, and I feel like now, sure, I'm always going to come like top 3 in the 400 at any meet I go to because it's just what I do.
Yeah.
But like even during the 8K, I had so much fun during cross country during running 8Ks because like I'd never done it before, but I didn't know how fun they could be.
Oh yeah.
And it's sort of a blast. And I was like the very first one I did, I went sub 30, and that was pretty wicked. So, I don't know. Like it was a blast. It was really fun, but I don't know. Like it's just my mental game has changed, and I feel like I don't take myself that seriously anymore when it comes to racing, because you know what? Like it's more fun having a good time than killing yourself and being an asshole at everyone. You know, which is the case. I mean, and I was never really an asshole during my running, like my running era, or like when I was like competitively like doing like really intense about it, because I was always known as like the nicer guy who would like always talk to you after the race, like trying to keep things light, whatever. But I just never. Now it's just so chill, like, and I like that.
Yeah, I think that is kind of a culture shock thing that a lot of people experience sort of going into club, college, and like all that because there is no coach, like you said. All the pressure, or like at least most of the pressure, is gone.
Oh yeah,
and it's all just kind of on you, and that's kind of things how especially post grad too. When like there are running clubs and stuff like that out there post grad, but like most of the time it's on you, and this is just kind of like a way to kind of introduce people to that concept.
Yeah, and I feel like I've always been a social runner. Like throughout all of school, like high school, I used running as not only a social outlet, but also a sort of like like centering exercise that I was like sort of figured out. Like, I don't know, it brought me back to my like center, you know, like I would run and then I would sort of let everything process. Like always after the summer runs or like a nice warmer run, I would just lay on like the track or like lay on the ground or lay in the grass. And just sort of like let all the things that I thought about during my run or whatever, all sort of just like self-evaluate and sort of just like do some self-inventory or like whatever. And it kind of made me like it kept me sort of sane all during my really hard years during high school. And I haven't really done that here because I feel like I've found other resources to sort of keep on like doing some self assessment and like really just process what's going on in my life. Because really here it's kind of like it's funny. I thought college was going to be a lot more of like independence, which it is. It is a lot more independence, but it's sort of living life on easy mode because you don't have a job. Yeah, I mean, unless you want a job. Like everything is sort of just like it's almost like a retirement home for young people, which it is. You're sort of centered in one area. You have to go to that place every day. Like if you're going to your classes, sure, you get your degree, but like it's kind of especially as a freshman, like you go to the dining hall to eat. You don't actually have to go cook if you don't want to. Like you don't have to go to the store if you don't want. Like literally, it's like hardly living, and so it's really easy here. And so all my job is to just learn, and I think that's kind of cool, you know.
Yeah, I mean that's literally what college is, nail on the head. It's a way to kind of like sort of transition you into full adulthood without just saying, okay, go live off on your own now.
Yeah, go figure your own crap out, you know. Yeah. Yeah, I just think it's interesting, you know.
Yeah, I know. I definitely that's not an experience ever gonna have like genuinely fully.
I don't think ever again.
Also just because the fact that I'm a transfer,
Sure.
so I did have like this sort of weird middle ground where it's like I am kind of like doing the college thing, but I have a job and I'm living with my parents and I don't know, and I don't have the social aspect that I have here now.
Yeah.
So it is like a weird transition, and now I have this for another 2 years, and then it's gonna go whatever from there. So it's definitely like I don't know. It's something I enjoy though. I enjoy like the change. I enjoy like the like I like having being settled down and everything, but I also kind of like the idea of no 2 days being the same. I kind of like the dynamic structure of it.
Yeah, and I definitely think that you can get into a rhythm here, but in the grand scheme of things, I feel like in college, like no 2 days aren't really the same, to be honest.
Yeah.
And I think that's really cool. But really, the career path I kind of been thinking of wanted to go down, every day would be different because if I go into surveying or groundwater or whatever through geology, like I'm going to be out in the field, I'll be assessing new things every day. Like sure, I'm probably going to use like similar computer systems, but like there's going to be new challenges every day, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm really looking forward to that, you know? And so I think I'm going to live my life that way. And I feel like I've always lived my life that way. I mean, I've never had to work at I've worked a few jobs in my life. And like, for instance, this last one I worked at a plant nursery.
I said, yeah, like the dynamic, the whole no 2 days are the same thing. Like college is like an easy way to kind of get used to that. Like I guess lifestyle.
Yeah.
And then once you get out, you kind of have a better idea of if this is something I want to do, where do I want to go. Like obviously, it's not going to be easy because you're never fully going to be prepared until you just kind of do it. I think, but it's a transitional time, and
it totally
at least you guys have a lot of fun along the way.
Exactly, and I'm going to learn and change. I'm not going to be the same guy I am now, and I'm not going to be the same guy I am. And like, I wasn't the same guy I am when I entered. So. Like I'm learning and changing so much that it's just gonna be like I'm excited to see where I end up at the end of these next, I guess, 3 years now. So it's gonna be wicked. So
movie like Ryan's favorite movie, Wicked.
Yeah, like yes, totally.
This guy doesn't like Wizard of Oz, and it pisses me off.
I don't like Wizard
Why
of
does that
Oz.
piss you off?
Dude, Wizard of Oz is great.
It's not that good.
It is great.
It's not that good.
Favorite movies.
Hmm?
Favorite movies.
Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man.
Oh.
No.
Princess Mononoke.
I've heard good things about it.
It's so good. Shoot.
I don't remember the original Wizard of Oz, dude.
It's not good.
I know the
It's
story,
good.
but I don't remember the last time I actually watched it.
Like I just don't like. Okay, it's a fine movie, but I just don't like what the actors were put through. And
like
recorded.
the actual.
Like it was actually unethical crap. You know?
That's not screwed over.
I mean, it was ethical in the 1930s, but
I'm not judging like the movie though.
What?
Or that's not judging the movie though. The movie
I just said it's a fine movie. I just don't like what it majorly affects the viewing of
it doesn't
that movie.
affect me.
It does. Well, okay.
I can understand why.
You don't have a heart, Ryan. That's why.
I'm sympathetic.
And what's your
towards it,
favorite
but,
movie
like,
then?
you know what? It's Little Shop of Horrors.
Oh yeah. Well, I don't know. I didn't know off the top of my head. I just know you like that movie.
Feel like Beetlejuice.
Yeah,
Beetlejuice. Rock with Beetlejuice.
I've never seen that movie.
Damn, dude,
You gotta tap in, bro. That movie's funny.
I just saw.
Have you seen the second one?
Yeah.
Is it any good?
Yeah.
This is
Like
second
Ryan
one.
said. Yeah, but it's pretty good for a remake. They do it.
Oh, the remake.
The
I haven't
first
seen it.
one just
First one's definitely
it's
much
like
better.
really quick. It's an hour and 30 minutes. There's no break. I don't know. It's kind of got a sentimental feel for me, like the Maitland. And like Beetlejuice is this bad guy. You're kind of cheering for him.
Yeah.
It's like he's silly. Although he's like
You'd be silly.
he's so outdated. Like he makes all these like extremely inappropriate comments.
Oh yeah.
That would not hold up.
It's the kind of thing. It's a product of its time, but it's also like kind of endearing in that way.
Yeah. But you still kind of like him. It's weird.
Yeah, and he's just charismatic. I think in the way he does it.
Michael Keaton's good.
Yeah.
He's great. I mean, the Batman's after that. Birdman.
Birdman's great.
I've heard good things about that.
The Founder.
Mm.
Keep going with that guy.
It apparently I don't know if it just got added to Netflix or what, but I keep seeing it like every time I open Netflix, The Founder's like the first thing that pops up.
Have you seen The Hateful Eight?
Yeah,
I've not.
Yeah.
I like that movie.
Tarantino, Pulp Fiction,
Mm-hmm.
Inglourious Bastards. Django's a tough watch, but it's.
I don't know. I enjoy that movie a lot.
I know it's just hard to watch some of those.
Yeah,
scenes
true,
when you
true.
get to the end, but
Yeah.
that is a good movie.
Yeah. That was the first ever.
I mean, Django's very
I think that was the first ever rated R movie I watched.
Walton Goggins was in.
Hateful Eight.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's funny because he blows up now, and I remember watching him in Vice Principals where he was just like this. I don't know. Do y'all know Danny McBride?
I recognize the name.
That name's familiar, but I don't know.
But they're just this raunchy
Isn't that
comedy
like-
where
yeah,
there's
he's
no
like-
plot. They're just like insulting each other and making horrible jokes. And it's funny that like now he's like grown to this phenomenal actor.
Interesting. Yeah, I'm not sure. I have to look into
Isn't
the
he like
Comedy
the
to
college show?
drama.
dramedy.
Well, now it's all drama. I mean, I guess it's a dark comedy if you want to look at it that way.
Yeah. Is there anything you wanted to ask us? Any?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Oh man, that was a good one. I should have thought of these. Oh man, would you rather?
Oh no.
No.
Oh no.
Why are we doing this now?
Okay. Would you rather be like in the body of a duck, but have like your brain now, or be in your body now with a duck brain?
Duck body.
Human brain.
Why?
Because my body, duck brain, isn't even really me.
Oh, it wouldn't be you, but I'm just saying, like imagine people meeting that person though.
Yeah.
Like imagine people meeting the duck brain version of Ryan.
Yeah, but I feel like that's still strange. Like I don't even know how much I actually get out of that experience.
Wait, can I talk in the duck body?
Dude,
Not
yes.
my brain.
You can talk in the duck
Oh,
brain.
I can talk in the.
Yes.
But no.
No, you can't. No, you can't talk as a duck.
You have a brain of a duck.
No, if I have the brain of a human.
You have the brain of a human inside a duck.
Ignorance is bliss, man. I feel like there's some things now I wish I didn't know.
I don't know. Well,
I think
I want to keep my consciousness.
I think I'd go crazy if I was in a duck body.
Yeah.
But I want to keep my consciousness and my free will.
I'm taking human body, duck mind, because ignorance is bliss in that case. Like,
yeah, you could just exist.
I guess the
argument now too
but...
that you just learn as you get older. It's like I wish I didn't know that. But
but you
but think about how simple your life as a duck would be, though.
I'll take it.
Dude, I could. Do ducks fly?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I could
really
fly.
ask that?
I don't know. They're always in ponds. I don't see them flying.
You could be just happy-go-lucky with that duck.
No, I know you could. That's what I'm saying.
I would be such a happy duck. Or
you wouldn't really have.
I don't know. I think
I could be a happy duck.
You wouldn't really have emotions if you have a duck brain, would you?
No, you would just be sort of like a duck.
Yeah, that's why I want to keep my brain. I want to feel those things.
I know, but I feel like you'd get really frustrated if you were a duck because you're not a human anymore.
You'd get pissed.
Well, would I know that I was a human in the past, or like
yes,
like a new?
Because it's your brain.
So it's like a brain.
I feel like it would be like really horrifying.
I'm gonna be honest. After a year, you would probably want to end yourself.
You think? I think you would. I'm almost certain you would. So, like, let's say if you were the human in the duck brain, sure, you were kind of just stupid, and like.
But you don't know better. You're fine.
Yeah, but you're a duck.
Dude, but I could fly.
Yeah.
You don't know that. You got a duck brain. You don't know what you.
No. If I'm a human brain in a duck, I can fly. If I'm in the duck, I have a human brain.
I'm still doing duck body.
How far is that going to get you? They can't go crazy high. I guess.
Well, they migrate.
Well, they can migrate though.
Yeah.
No, but as the same thing, I think the novelty of flying would wear off.
But counterpart, sightseeing.
Ooh.
Free airplane tickets. How about that?
Free airplane tickets whenever you want.
You guys are shitting on my would you rather, but look how much conversation.
Okay, this is far different from your average would you rather.
Yeah.
Your average would you rather is.
This is how all my would you rathers are.
No.
Okay.
Have you heard like his average would you rathers? His first option is always just not even like an offer. It's just would you rather 1 million boners or something else.
Bro loves the 1 million boners line.
It's not even.
What does that even do?
I don't know. I don't know.
You die. What are you talking about?
Well, I don't know. Is that like 1 billion boners in your lifetime, or like?
See, my favorite one is would you rather have a boner? You could get a boner whenever you want, but like when you get the boner, it takes a month off your life. Or would you rather?
Can't do that now.
No. What?
It's an age thing. Like I feel like.
Well, what's the alternative?
Okay, and then the other is you can have like I think it's like 100,000. You can have unlimited boners, but your boners aren't yours. Like there's
what does that mean?
like for instance,
wait,
I'm talking about like let's say
you just randomly get them.
No. You could still get them whenever you want, but it's not your penis when it gets hard. It's someone else's.
Yeah,
so like
on your body,
someone else.
Wait, what do you mean? Wait, I'm having trouble understanding.
You get hard and it turns into someone else's penis.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not.
Like every time, or like
I think I'd rather just take a month off my life.
And you have to relearn how it feels to be in that boner.
I'm not.
I don't like either of these, dude.
I know, but which one would you want? I feel like
I'm leaning towards the second one.
1 million boners or duck brain.
Yeah, but also getting a boner every time you or losing a month off your life.
If you think about it, let's say you could get really good at doing everything else, and then the boner would just be like, wow, that was pretty crazy.
I feel like you'd be.
But I can already get a boner whenever I want.
You would be like an evolved person, because that like experience would become so sacred. I feel like if that happened to anyone, they'd become like
a
true person. Like
Wait, which one? The
first one.
The first one.
You would become such a better like evolved like sacred kind of person.
Why? Wait, why? Just because you can?
Because you take
up. You have to value them more. It's taking a month off your life.
But it's whenever you want. So you don't.
Yes, but that's why
it's whenever you want. But when you get it, it takes a month off your life, no matter when you get it.
Yeah, that's what I. Well, can you still get random boners?
No.
Okay.
No, you just choose.
You can choose when you get
random boners.
No, I just didn't know if every time I get a random boner, I'm gonna lose a month off my life.
Here's the thing: if you get like a bad one, you could always just like. Could you always just like pause for a second and go?
one though. If you can pick.
If you control it, yeah.
With the random ones, you control it?
No, he just said there's no random ones. That's why I asked.
No, for the second option, there's random ones.
No, there's no
I mean,
control.
I guess, but
It's
like,
okay, yeah, you just wait for it to go away, get another one. And
you lottery?
You just cycle through.
Yeah, no, that would get so frustrating.
No, you just sit and like, you just sit there for an hour like.
What happens when you cycle through all your boners?
Is there a limit amount that I'm going back?
There's 100,000 boners.
But you said unlimited boners.
Well, if it's 100,
no, well you can get as many as you want, but like, oh, I guess never mind. I guess that is a little bit counterintuitive or counterproductive.
What's the average human male lifespan boner?
Well, it's just however many.
Boners per life.
I bet
I don't think it's 100,000.
I bet. Would you say you get a boner every day? At least one.
No.
I don't think it's every day.
I would
Maybe
say
in middle school, but it depends how long.
Dude,
probably like.
Of course, I get a boner every day. Kidding me?
I was gonna say like a couple a week. I don't know about every day.
But
did you not wake up hard?
You can't control it too.
I haven't done this.
Yeah, but when you wake up hard, you don't have control over that, and that doesn't happen every day.
What? You don't? Okay, whatever. All right, we're getting off the topic of boners.
Rundown podcast after hours.
Okay. No. Okay, so that was my question.
No. Are we not?
What?
Are we quitting the questioning?
Yeah, we're done.
Okay.
That was a pretty intense debate. I like that.
What can I say?
We're not cutting that from the podcast.
No, we're not.
That is staying.
Fully unedited. That's going in.
Let's see. Do you have any closing questions or?
I wanted this when I first came in. I didn't realize y'all were podcasting.
No chat.
After like 15 minutes, I saw the screen and the timer's like shit.
You didn't say anything bad or anything.
No, I didn't say anything. I was like, I didn't say anything. I was like, oh yeah.
You've been playing along naturally. You've been a good.
Because I adapted. I realized I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Let's give Matt the floor.
You've been doing good. I guess the last thing would just be like, is there anything future events that either you want or you're excited and like looking forward to?
Yeah. No, I'm not looking forward to apple.
Bro, we're not doing apple picking, dude. It's cookies, bro. Cookies.
We're doing apple picking.
Is
that why?
That's why you lost, because you wanted apple picking, bro. Apple picking is cookies, bro. It's
I
done.
swear, apple pick. Everyone wants apple picking. I know.
Alright, people didn't vote for apple picking.
I can see it in their eyes.
Whatever. Alright, Matt, as we were saying.
Okay. So like something I wish would happen. I want to go camping more.
We do have camping lined up. I think in like 2 or 3.
Because I just like camping. Like I like to sleep outside.
We got camping trip and a hiking trip coming up. So those 2 things.
Yeah, I saw the hiking trip and I'm like,
yeah, more camp guy than hike guy.
Yeah, same. Because it's more chill. Like you don't actually have to really do anything. You just gotta sit around.
I mean, hey, camping last time was legendary.
It was a blast.
That was legendary.
Dude, it was so fun.
Lots of memories. Well,
and not only that, it was a blast, but 2, Josue was there.
Exactly. No, literally, at the end of the year party, I wrote like, what was everybody's favorite moment of the year, and there were like 10 people who said camping.
Yeah,
or Josue at camping or something.
Yeah, literally, camping was the best.
I'm pretty sure Josue at camping is on there now for the who is the GOAT question.
Josue camping, yeah, right there.
Yeah, that was such a legendary moment.
So like,
it's coming back. It is in the cards.
I know it is.
It is on there. It is.
And I'm excited. Also, Pedro Acosta's on there. Pretty cool.
Papa Smurf, Chris Paul.
Smurf.
Let's see, who is the GOAT? Tom Cruise, Mike Myers,
Tom Brady,
Jimmy, Jim Lake, Pedro Acosta,
Chris Paul,
yeah.
Papa Smurf.
And I see LeBron and no MJ.
Barney Stinson, Josue camping and LeBron.
That's pretty
good.
good.
There's a LeBron, but there's no MJ. I don't know.
I'm excited. And you know what? You know what else I'm really excited for?
What?
I'm excited for more Rundown podcasts.
Yeah.
So,
all right. Well,
anyways, but thank you, Rundown Podcast, for inviting me on the show.
It's been a pleasure to have you. You had a lot of content here. You know, I'm glad you got to come on, speak your piece, and yeah, I know anybody that's watching this, if y'all want an episode, just reach out to us. We're very, very open, very flexible, and we love to have you.
Even if you're not on the club or anything like that, dude, that would be wicked. I don't know who's listening to this all on the club, but
I guess
if anyone's interested, hop on, dude. It's a blast. It's
exactly.
Super chill.
All right, I think that about wraps it up. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Bye, guys.
Bye.